Iron Man, Spider-Man, Captain America, you may have heard of these iconic characters from the Marvel Universe. But did you know there's a new hero added to the roster? Her name is Miss Marvel, and guess what? She's Muslim. She's the first Muslim character to headline a comic book series. And now she's leapt from the pages of a book to our television screens. Miss Marvel is played by Iman Vellani, a Pakistani Canadian. Since its debut on Disney+, there's been no shortage of controversy. Some Muslims are welcoming Miss Marvel with open arms, while others are less enthused. Let me share with you 2 reasons why I'm excited about this series. First, seeing Muslims on the big screen helps youth normalize their identity and way of life. It's hard being a Muslim in America, especially in places where there isn't much diversity. When Disney, the biggest media and entertainment company, features a Muslim main character and a largely Muslim cast, it sends a message to Muslim teens that they belong. They can be proud of who they are and accept it even if they're different from the norm. Second, Miss Marvel disrupts stereotypes about Muslims and introduces more authentic depictions. For some people, a series like this is their primary source of information about Muslims. Thankfully, you won't find a terrorist or a submissive wife in this series. Miss Marvel is the average American Muslim girl. She's struggling to stay focused at school and manage family expectations, as well as pursue her own dreams and passions all at the same time. A lot of people can relate to that. Of course, some say that while there's Muslim representation in Miss Marvel, there's little Islamic representation. In other words, the series emphasizes cultural identity rather than religious identity. For example, when Nakia talks to Kamala about why she wears a headscarf, she says, "I feel like me. I feel like I have a purpose." She doesn't say she's doing it for the sake of God. I think that's a fair criticism, but there is great diversity amongst Muslims. In fact, the majority of Muslims are non-practicing. It's not far off to imagine any number of headscarf-clad women echoing Nakia's statements. The other thing that people have issues with is that Miss Marvel seems to be a jinn in the 3rd episode. This is a departure from the storyline of the comic book series. It's not clear where the series is going with this, but the move seems bizarre and somewhat exoticizing. One thing I appreciate are all these inside references in the series that only Muslims would get, like Nakia losing her shoes at the mosque and Kamala's comment about the partitions in the prayer hall. But expectations have been pretty high since Miss Marvel was introduced as a Muslim character. Muslims are pretty tired of being portrayed negatively in Hollywood movies, and they've been waiting a long time for something a lot more sophisticated. So while Miss Marvel is definitely a happy and positive portrayal of Muslims, some of it does appear a bit farcical and not well thought out. Like her brother is sprouting religious phrases frequently, and a wedding scene where men and women are dancing together, something that would be unusual in many Muslim and even South Asian settings. And of course, it's pretty cliche that her parents are often portrayed as the butt of the joke. I've watched the series myself, and overall, I enjoyed it. I love that Muslims were included in the process from the outset. The comic book series was written by a Muslim, and the Disney Plus series was written and directed by a Muslim and has a predominantly Muslim cast. Miss Marvel can be better, of course, but I'm hopeful that'll come with time as more Muslims take ownership of the story creation process. What do you think of Miss Marvel? Join the discussion in the comments or email us and let us know your thoughts. I'm Safiyyah Ally for Let the Quran Speak. On behalf of Let the Quran Speak, I want to say thank you. You've helped us become the most widely watched Muslim TV show in Canada. I want to appeal to you to continue to support us. You can visit our website, QuranSpeaks.com. We also accept e-transfers to igive@QuranSpeaks.com. And we're now on Patreon, so you can make a monthly contribution. May God bless you and your loved ones today and always.